Hello friends. Today is a different video from what you usually see from me because I'm really going to focus on my online estate sale, which really functions as more of an auction. You've heard me talking about this before. If you watch my videos, I have been helping my friend Jen get rid of some unwanted furniture and things that she is getting ready to part with so that she can move to a smaller home. And our friend Greg is getting ready to do something very similar. So this is a really eclectic auction. That's why I'm calling it Downsizing Delight, something for everyone, because there really is. I'm gonna give you a very quick preview in a moment, but there's lots of sort of more typical household things. Things like beds and dressers that are more like contemporary or potentially good fixer-upper projects for somebody who's maybe getting a first apartment or has just purchased a home and doesn't have a lot of money left over to get the exact things they want, but could use some good serviceable pieces in the meantime. There's a nice like student's desktop desk that's very simple and easy to transport. There's some mirrors, there's a little bit of artwork. There is a great Thule, or is it Tool, bike rack. I don't know how you say that, but it's a great brand name. There is some clothing, some books, some nice bikes for kids and one adult bike. There's some skiing, like ski pants and gloves and things like that for people who need some inexpensive stuff that way. And then Greg has more like, his stuff is actually a little bit more of the kind of stuff I usually sell, which is lots of vintage copper. If you saw my Hutch refresh for Thanksgiving, you will have seen some of the copper kettles, the copper sugar and creamer, and some of the other pieces that he provided. He also asked me to auction off a beautiful Waterford vase, a very pretty candle wall sconce, and some other just really fun things. So those things are interspersed in between. And then I went through some of my bins and decided to part ways with some of the things that haven't sold on eBay. I find that things that don't sell well on eBay often sell well on an estate sale auction. And that makes more room for other things that I acquire because I have limited storage space. So a little bit of this and a little bit of that. I'm going to give you just a quick preview because in the past when I've done these kinds of sales, I've had overwhelming viewer requests to see the sale so people can participate in it if they want to. The one caveat is there is no shipping for this sale. It's local pickup. So you have to be able to pick it up. If it's something like very super light, like clothes or something, we might be able to make an exception, but we're looking to keep this pretty simple. So I'm recording this on Tuesday. The sale will go on for a full week and then pickup will be the following Saturday. I'll write the specific dates below so you know exactly what I'm talking about. And I'm going to show you, as I said, a little preview. But before I do that, I have one more thing to show you that I really like and I'm excited about. And this is compliments of my father-in-law. Now, my father-in-law has a kind of a antique store, used furniture store, junk store. I don't know the best way to really capture it. It's for people who really like to dig and hunt and don't mind some dust, which I am definitely that girl. But once in a while, he gets some customers who bring in some better things. And this was something that came in for him that he thought was better suited to the sort of thing I sell on my eBay store. So let me show you. So he provided me with these fabulous Lenox plates. These are so perfect for the holidays. I love the holly leaves and berries and the gold trim. Here is the Lenox back stamp. There's a lot of glare as always. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 salad plates, 8 bread plates, and then 8 cups and saucers. And I'll show you how pretty the cups and saucers look. Aren't those stunning? That would be so pretty for somebody who is doing a holiday dinner and was serving dessert, coffee and dessert, or a brunch, or just wanted, you know, little holiday decor in the china cabinet or wherever. So I thought those were beautiful. Oh, let me show you. Here are the bread plates. They are the same as the salad plates, but smaller, obviously, because they're bread plates. but these are really pretty. And it's so nice because the person stored all of these beautiful pieces in these little containers, and she put cushioning in between each plate to keep them safe. So these were well used and well loved by a person who just no longer wanted to have them. She was moving and felt like, you know, she just wanted kind of the basics around her at this point, and so she passed it on. So that will be available on my eBay store, and I'm so touched that my father-in-law gave it to me. Here's the set of Johnson Brothers Friendly Village plates and bowls and things that I bought on Facebook Marketplace. Now this is a really nice haul, I think. The seller originally wanted $500 for everything, and then she had marked it down to $250. I decided to reach out to her and just say, they're so beautiful. If you ever decide you'd like to sell them for $125, I would definitely be a buyer. And fortunately, 2 days later, she reached out to me and said she would take that deal. So I definitely paid up for these, but they are so beautiful. I'm really happy with them. I still think I can make a good profit on these. And if not, you know, it will be a lesson learned, I guess. I love this one. Look at this color, the covered bridge. These are so incredibly beautiful, and these are older. So these have been in her family for a long time. They belong to her parents, and then they were passed down to her. She and her husband were moving soon, so they were getting rid of lots of things in their own home, these plates among them. Unfortunately, what she did not disclose is that there were quite a few sad friends. I wish I had known that. This one isn't one of them, but does have a little bit of staining that is not the end of the world. But let's see. No, this one's okay too. I had a few to show you. No, this one's all right. Okay, here we go. So this platter is fabulous, but does have a good sized chip on the back. Fortunately, it's not evident from the front, but I will certainly disclose that in my listing. These are all going on eBay. This plate has a chip on top, and then a chip again on the bottom. I might even end up just keeping this one because I don't know that I want to try to sell it if it's that damaged. This one has a crack on one end and a crack on the other, so somebody used this for target practice or something. This one also has a crack. Again, I just wish the seller had disclosed that to me. That would have been the better way to do things. So yeah, quite a few sad friends here. I may or may not end up just keeping those, but we do have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 dinner plates in excellent condition. We have the awesome square plates. I love these. We have some nice bowls. We have bread plates. We have saucers. There's a whole bunch of teacups that I'm not pulling out right now because you know what teacups look like. And berry bowls. So all of this for $125 I think was still a good deal despite the sad friends. This is all going on my eBay store, and it is always a sincere pleasure to sell Johnson Brothers Friendly Village because they are so beautiful. And I think these are especially so. I just pulled out one teacup so I could show you because it's so beautiful. Can you tell I'm a fan? Have I been subtle about my love for this pattern? Oh gosh, look at the inside. I love it when teacups have a pattern inside the rim. I love these. I think they're especially nice for the winter. I personally would use them all year round, but I think they are especially perfect for the snowy days ahead. Oh my gosh. Not a fan of snow, but definitely a fan of this pretty scene. Enough distractions. Let's talk about the online estate sale preview. I'm starting out with some of my favorite pieces. These were all provided by our friends Greg and Amy, who are looking to downsize in the near future, as I mentioned. They supplied lots of beautiful copper pieces like these fabulous teapots. Each one is different from the next in subtle ways. They have a great shape and nice patina, really special pieces that I wish I could keep. Here's a nice lot of copper pieces. The little pitcher has lost its spout. Actually, we have it, but it needs to be reattached. We also have this big and very old copper bowl with handles. Wouldn't this look amazing inside a big hearth? It would also make a fabulous planter. I wanted to highlight these fabulous candlesticks. They're very large in real life. Actually, they're more like sconces than candlesticks. The pictures really don't do them justice, and they sell for high prices on eBay and Etsy, so we'll see how they do on the estate sale. Someone will be lucky to have them, that's for sure. I really like this glass or crystal bowl with the silver plate stand and spoon that appears to be suspended in air. It's another piece I wish I could keep, but of course, Destructo Kitties would knock the spoon over and I'd probably find it in some odd corner of the house, so why go there? Here's a very pretty Lenox vase. I really like the pattern on this piece. And it's followed by another Lenox vase that's actually crystal with a gold banded top. This is a brass wall candle sconce that has a holder for the candle snuffer. Such a great idea. And this piece has a fabulous shape. These brass brutalist candlestick holders are also great statement pieces. I love the sense of movement on these, and of course, I'm a big fan of brass candlestick holders in any form. Here's a stack of silver-plated coasters that almost have a brassish tone around the rims. I think they're very elegant and quite useful. Have you ever wanted to be a chatelaine? If so, here's a set of antique skeleton keys for you. These would look amazing hung up on a wall somewhere or even displayed in a bowl or on a tray. This brass duck has a lot of charm and would make a nice decor piece for anyone's home. Last but not least in the Greg and Amy lot, as I'm calling it, is this beautiful Waterford vase. It's solid and beautifully made like all Waterford pieces. Moving on, I'm going to talk about some of my additions to the online estate sale. I'm going to start out with these studio pottery mugs. I think they're really interesting and have a great handmade look, but they haven't received many views on eBay, so I'm hoping they'll find some love on the online estate sale. These Homer Laughlin bowls are so nice and chunky. They're like dinerware, but they've been sitting on my eBay store for a long time, so it's time for them to move on to a new marketplace. I've also done a pretty big purge of my professional wardrobe, relics from a career I no longer have, and therefore outfits I no longer need. So many of these pieces were never worn, like this collection of Ralph Lauren dresses, most with their original tags. I never wore this beautiful Banana Republic dress either, and I'm not going to now. I have a few clothing lots like these Ann Taylor and Loft blouses, this lot of Lucky tops, and an assortment of sundresses. But back to home decor, I used this pretty copper planter with Delft handles for a while, but it's time to let it go. Be warned, there are holes punched in the bottom because it was used as a planter at one point. I didn't do it. The hooked holiday rug on a mounted back would be a fun addition to someone's Christmas decor. I bought this beautiful set of German dessert plates and cups and saucers, but they've had hardly any views and no watchers on eBay, so I'm adding them to the sale. This Afghan is handmade and very cozy and warm. It has great autumnal colors, don't you think? Here's a set of Noritake in the Sheldon pattern. I really like this set, but again, it's been hanging out too long on eBay, so I'm hoping to find a buyer for it. Same goes with these hand-painted plates. 2 are Stangl, 1 is Delaware, and the 4th is unmarked. They're not in perfect condition, but I think they're really fun. Now we're on to the Jen lot, things that my friend Jen is purging as she plans her future move to a smaller home. They include a variety of electronics like this home copy machine with scanner and fax, a karaoke machine that would be perfect for parties, and an old CD cassette player boombox. There are also 2 old TV sets that have built-in DVD and VHS players that I'm not showing here, but could definitely come in handy for somebody with DVD and VHS collections. There's an assortment of child's toys, mostly boy stuff, that has never been used and never even been opened. They would make great Christmas gifts. She has an assortment of wall art. This reproduction painting/print is my favorite piece. I think it has great colors and it's a nice big size. She has an assortment of inexpensive furniture that would be great for someone just starting out in their own place or for a playroom or DIY projects. A few things that I want to highlight include these shelves that would be great storage for virtually any space. This storage system that could hold toys or games or art supplies, a nice piece for a teacher's classroom, and this very comfy leather recliner in nice condition. And while I realize that this desk with pull-out keyboard stand may not be glamorous, it could be great for a student's room. Same goes with this big purple saucer chair. Like me, Jen is purging some clothing, including some ski coats and pants in various sizes, ranging from child size to adult, and a very nice North Face fleece. These LL Bean duck boots could really come in handy this winter. And there are some bikes in different sizes and colors. They've seen a lot of use, but they're still in great working condition. Speaking of bikes, this bike rack could come in handy for a family on the go or for a couple who like to take their bikes out for the day or on vacation. Last but not least, there's an assortment of books available for sale, both from my own collection and Jen's, including contemporary and bestsellers to vintage books and antiquarian books. Again, something for everyone. Here is the big mess right now. All of my boxes stored with all of the stuff that I pulled from my eBay bins for the auction and the stuff that Greg gave me as well. It's all piled up here in boxes. This is actually controlled chaos, believe it or not. I have lists of what's in each box. And once people finish their bidding and the won bids are available for me, I go through all of this stuff and I put it in individual boxes per order and get it really organized. Then I'll take it all to my friend Jen's house. We'll combine it with her stuff, and then we'll have a really smooth pickup day. So it's a lot of work in advance, but what ends up happening, I find, is that pickup day ends up being a lot of fun. I get to enjoy meeting all of the new people. We give them their things. There's no drama. Everybody's happy. It's a win-win situation. Also, Iris really appreciates it, and so does Licorice. She's a good girl. I realize this video is a little bit unconventional. I usually show some thrifting and I show a haul and some other things, but again, I wanted to give viewers an opportunity to pick up anything from this sale that they might find interesting. No pressure, just a courtesy. And because these online estate sales are so short in duration, just 7 days, I thought it would be nice to give you ample time to get online and do some bidding if you want to. And I'm going to put the directions for exactly how you can access that sale right here. My intention is to be there for pickup day. We're gonna do it at my friend Jen's house. She lives in Durham, Connecticut, so our plan is to do it together, and I am so excited because she has a 3-bay garage that we can use. I am usually all squished up with Eric in the front of our barn, and if the weather doesn't cooperate, it can be a bit of a problem. So what's nice at Jen's house is that whatever the weather does, we will have plenty of cover, and people who are coming in to pick up their things will also have plenty of cover. So it should be comfortable for everyone. Rumor has it there's even gonna be a little space heater. Nothing wrong with that. Not that we've needed it lately. The weather has been gorgeous. So that will be fun for me to meet you if you decide to buy something. And if you don't buy something, I hope you enjoyed this preview. I look forward to seeing you next time with a really good thrifting video. I love this next one coming up, so be sure not to miss it. It's a long one, but a good one. Until then, I hope you have a great day. Thanks so much for watching. Bye for now.